Let's go. 60 or. Bravo.
Go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
On the ready.
57. Let's go one more.
Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, Jones. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 57's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because
and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go! Protein spill, 10 logo.
Here we go. He's crazy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Locke. Big hold of the 30. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Slam, slam, slam.
Lock now on first down. Try to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line 54. Here we go.
Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go on.
Just heavy on the edges.
Smooth.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Mike 51. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's where you belong.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
General West. Hey, Wahoo. Hey.
Banjo. 55.
Block now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57's Mike 57. Exit.
Hey, Alpha.
57's Mike.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Bring it.
57's Mike. 57's Mike.
Deep grip.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Look at me. Zipper.
Block's going to sneak it, and they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Set. 10 logo.
Here we go, D.
Get it.
Now this time Locke will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Go.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up.
Right there in the middle. 55. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 43.
Bam. Bam.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Ready?
Check, 55, come on.
I'm dead, baby. I'm dead.
Five.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Block now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
Jones now to throw from his end zone. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, ready.
Right there in the middle. 55. Time to go.
6-6. Pull it high. Now.
On first down, Locke. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 36, Locke, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Ready.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check out, hot.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking to throw on second down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing now is Locke. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers get a score closer. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Switch.
80 weapons.
They'll go to Barkley again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Deuce.
Look, squeeze. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
22-jet bomber.
Watch the curls. Alert flare. Check 52.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. 8 read.
Get ready. Hit it.
Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
15 yards. That's another Giants first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 30 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it's going to be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
65.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Kamara try the right side, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
60 Pittsburgh.
Cut.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check the backer. Rush in. Rush in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, Charles, it's